Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On first down, it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold. This one into the hands of Burton. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Again, Darnold.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To the air again, Darnold.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Darnold now to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 20. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second and 9.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. Allen off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
2-2 Atwell.
Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Here's Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Now Allen.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. So, Charles, a nice throw there by a man who, until this week, was the backup here, elevated to get the start due to injury. How different do you think this offense will be?
Well, the hope is not much, but obviously it's hard to say until you get out.
Touchdown, Eagles! D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. You know, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. picked up by Xavier Howard. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From midfield, here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Credit the tackle for loss to Robert Quinn. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Gun, it's Elliott. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
His kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. This one out quickly to Westbrook. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, Elliott once more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
On play action, Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A 1st down throw, Darnold. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 49. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now. It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tutu Atwell there. And it's 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Another look for Atwell, complete this time. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second down and 7.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. To throw, it's Allen.
They get this out wide to Gaskin.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll find a man over the middle. Tutu Atwell. Touchdown! Tutu Atwell with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running is Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, Swift.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him. .13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. On the handoff, this is Swift. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. On play action, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he is out of bounds with a 1st down. A nice gain as well. 22 yards there.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
So Allen's going to look to throw.
They'll roll him out right.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You just like
you're
one
handing
game
out
ball?
You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game ball.